All right, family. Black Power. Black Power is the truth hour with General Cyrus Soon said he kicked back. Get your mind ready for some information that's guaranteed to be heavy. I bust out laughing because this brother left a comment in there say, "Why drop so late, General? You know we got to get up early for the white man." Yeah, nigga, you can come back and watch it early in the morning, nigga. You know, you can get up. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to, I know you got to get up for the white man. You know what I'm saying? That's all right, family. Do what you got to do until you can do what you want to do. But make it soon. You feel what I'm saying? That's right, family. We're excited and delighted to be accepting members to the Cyrus Soon City YouTube page. The link is right down in the video description. It's in the chat. It says join. Click that link. Get a video description. Run down on the memberships. See one you like. You should most definitely join. Even if you don't, I appreciate your presence over here at the Cyrus Soon City YouTube page. Continue to engage. Continue to advance. That's right, family. KingSeti.com online marketplace, 25% off selected items at this time. 25% off selected items at this time. Official General Seti DVD lectures, t-shirts, tank tops, and hoodies. African and Kemetic jewelry, holistic tonics and remedies, home decor, accessories for every room in the house. That's right, family. KingSeti.com online marketplace, 25% off selected items at this time. That's right, family. Pull the fire alarm. GeneralSeti.com, SETI University. Over 1,000 videos on African history, heritage, spirituality, nation building, mental warfare, advanced African academics, developing the Black nation one lesson at a time. To complete General Cyrus Soon SETI website. Get your behind in class today. There's nothing like it. We also got the supplemental documentaries and research from the master teachers also on deck with the subjects in which General Seti is dealing with. So you got General Seti, your lead researchers, and then you got the master teachers as supplemental research material. You cannot beat that, family. Rainier, Seti popping on Patreon, BPC making noise. We never come, exclusive live streams. Too hot to handle on YouTube, too hot to handle. And this is the cut version. And ultimately, it'll be a paid live stream for this. Matter of fact, let me get my computer cord because I do this all the time. Let me get my computer cord before it die. All right, fam. Hold on. All right, family. We black in the house. We black in the house at the plug on in. Yes. And so that's right. Y'all already know Patreon. Make sure you subscribe to all my YouTube channels, King Seti, General Seti, Cyrus Soon Seti. Rock that notification bell. Give the video a thumbs up. Like it because you love it. Share it with your family and friends. And comment. Just don't say nothing stupid because I will ban your ass. Now, this is something very serious and profound that a lot of people just don't talk about because nobody connect the dots like they need to be connected. Now, a lot of people don't know that this nigga Malachi Z. York, he wasn't a cultist. Okay? He was an occultist. And motherfucker talking about he was a Muslim. Even that nigga was an occultist. You understand? That nigga dibbled and dabbled in all kind of shit that people not talking about. And so, I knew that he was fucking around with Madame Blavatsky He was fucking around with Aleister Crowley, this sick motherfucker right here. And they was performing all this type of shit that they call sex magic and all type of perverted shit. You see what I'm saying? And like I say, you know, a lot of this, you know, a lot of the pictures I'm gonna hold to Patreon. And matter of fact, I'm doing it later on. You understand? You ain't got to be there, but tomorrow, if you're already a patron, you can see it. You know, I had to reserve this shit for another level. You understand what I'm saying? So that I not only the visuals, but the commentary that go along with it too, because it got to be explained. A lot of people know this shit. You see what I'm saying? Those of us who studied occult and this, that, and the third. I studied the occult. I'm a historian of the occult. You see what I'm saying? And so, you know, I know that when you start talking about the heavyweights, you're talking about Madame Blavatsky, you're talking about Aleister Crowley. You see what I'm saying? You're talking about Manly P. Hall and a lot of them that was connected to what's his name? Leadbeater and all this shit. That motherfuckers, you know, they follow. And so I knew it. You know, how did I know that? Okay, let me just give you a tidbit on how I knew it. You see, you know, knowing the symbolism. See, you know, I also, you know, that's one of my heavy subjects, you know, my mastery and my skills. You see, is symbolisms. You see? And so let me get in here so I can show y'all. And I'm gonna be just to show you that I know what I'm talking about. Okay. And so you see right here, old Madame Blavatsky. You see Madame Blavatsky, and you see that she got the 6-pointed star. You see, and you got the Ankh inside of that 6-pointed star, and you got the serpent. You see, there is no higher religion higher than truth. Okay. Now the thing about Madame Blavatsky, you see, the thing about Madame Blavatsky, what people got to understand, you know, she brought a lot of that Asian and that occultism, the Hinduism, the Tibetan, you know what I'm saying? Even some of the, you know, the quote unquote, even the Sufism and this, that, and the third, it had no profound visibility in the West yet. You see, it didn't have no profound visibility in the West. And so it was the Madame Blavatskys, it was the Aleister Crowleys that introduced it into the West. You see what I'm saying? And so, you know, these are, you know, it's no doubt who's responsible. You see, so when you look at a symbolism, you see, and you see this is the symbol of the Theosophic Society. The Theosophic Society, and you can look it up. When they started that society of occultism, I believe at first they was in New York, but they moved to India. You see what I'm saying? They moved to India. And so, you know, and so when you start, now another term for it is New Age. Is New Age. You see? And so if you ever go into the library and this, that, and the third, and you go into the New Age section, that's what it is. You see, is all forms of occulture. Now, the thing is, when I look at, you see, Malachi Z. York. You see his symbolism. You see the 6-pointed star with the Ankh in the middle. Yeah, that's where he got it from. He got it from Madame Blavatsky. You see, that's where he got it from. He got it from Madame Blavatsky. There it is right there. Ain't no goddamn doubt about it. So that's how I know that he was into the occultism. But there's some wild out motherfuckers. And Aleister Crowley is wild out. You see what I'm saying? And you know, in his what they call sex magic and all this crazy ass shit. You know what I'm saying? They was doing all type of demonic rituals where they could even summon aliens. Do you understand this shit? Yeah. Yeah, they and demons. So this motherfucker, Aleister Crowley, got a grimoire. You understand what I'm saying? Where they performing all type of crazy ass, you talking about sexual acts along with demonic rituals. This is what you're talking about. You see, where you can summon demons and aliens. You see, now I'm just trying to give you some indicators. You see that this is some things that, you know, when you start looking for traits of these crazy ass niggas, you see, you got to look for some traits. They come with traits. Okay, they come with some traits now. You see what I'm saying? And I ain't gonna say, you know, but you got to you might see more than one. You see, now let me show you. Now, let me show you. Let me show you. Now, where is this motherfucker? Now, Anton LaVey. Anton LaVey. That's not LaVey, LaVey. And who was the founder of this the satanic church, the Church of Satan. You see, now you see this motherfucker in there. You see, he in there. He got the baby, the baby. You see, and so you see how they bring the demonic shit in. You know, they bring the babies in, and it's crazy shit going on with that. This is, you know, there's some crazy shit that's going on with that. But Anton LaVey, right along with Aleister Crowley, you see what I'm saying? One of the two more profound occultists, and that's what he is, an occult, a Freemason on top of it. Both of them were Freemasons, Anton LaVey and Aleister Crowley. But these were two of the most infamous and, you know, perverted, whose rituals was known, you know, all throughout occultism. You see, and so it is no doubt in my mind that Malachi Z. York, with his sick, perverted ass, because we, you know, I'm listening to a lot of the things that was said about this motherfucker. Now, you know, everybody want to assume that it's a lie, that the peoples are just making it up on him. They just made all this up on him for no reason at all. Okay? Everybody that ever said something about him just made it all up on him. You see? And so, you know, I don't believe that. I don't believe it at all. You see what I'm saying? I believe every goddamn thing that been said about the nigga. You see what I'm saying? Is true. Because can't nobody just... How many people would it take? You understand what I'm saying? Just to create all of that. You understand what I'm saying? Up on a motherfucker. You see? And so, yeah. And so we see that within that community, let me show you. You see all and you see that, you know, all type of polygamy. I must state that. You see, I must state that. You know, you see the polygamy, and within that, you see that the rituals take place, and you can see that, you know, the children are there. You see what I'm saying? This, that, and the third. So, you know, and niggas get the you know, aliens and this, that, and the third. This is just something that's facts. I'm not gonna deal with this shit. Only with facts. That's just like the one of Aleister Crowley's students, Jack Parsons. Look him up. Jack Parsons was in him and L. Ron Hubbard, who started Scientology. You see what I'm saying? They was out in California. You see, and Aleister Crowley got all type of sick ass rituals. You see what I'm saying? And you know, and they out there trying to bring a demon or into this realm. You see what I'm saying? But they say that it's done by means of, you know, sex rituals. You see, we got to understand. And so L. Ron Hubbard was out there, who started Scientology. He was also a part of all that sick shit. And they had this book that was written by Aleister Crowley, and they going through the rituals. You see, they're going through the rituals. So in these goddamn cults, you see, and we got to say what it is, New Age cults. You understand what I'm saying? You get a lot of weird, sick shit that happens within them cults. You see what I'm saying? Nah, people say, well, all kind, yeah, but this shit is, you understand? When you see these indicators more times than not, you see what I'm saying? This is what's going on. Now, what's happened is, see, they, you know, a lot of these people didn't come by way of this shit by Malachi Z. York and some old funny motherfuckers out there that's teaching this shit out there. You see what I'm saying? That's teaching this shit, you know, this, you know. And so what they don't understand is where Malachi Z. York got it from. You see, they not, you know, they don't know about the Aleister Crowleys. See, they don't know about the Anton LaVey's. They don't know about that. See, they come by way of Malachi Z. York. You see, nah, this one guy, and I'm gonna try to get with that guy and see what he's talking about, because he say he was in it, and they got this ritual that they call the Golden Child. You see, and he said there's some weird grooming shit that goes on inside of the Nubians, where they taking these children and they doing, and I heard him say it, but I'm trying to get down to the bottom of what the fuck it is. Yeah. So they got all type of sick ass rituals that's going on. You feel me? Now, I was hearing him break that shit down, but you know, I got this, and I'm gonna talk about that. You understand what I'm saying? I want to get down to what, you know what he's talking about. And I could see motherfuckers inside of the comments, they mad because the brother probably, you know, he is exposed, but they need to be exposed. See, that's what's wrong with motherfuckers, that they think, you know, what it boils down to. It's a lot more of them sick motherfuckers that did not get charged. They got away. You see, that's really what it boiled down to. They got away. And so a lot of them want the information to be closed. They don't want the information to be exposed to the world. They don't want that to happen, because you know, in order for a man to be that vile and to be that goddamn demonic, you know, he had a whole lot of help in doing that. And so a lot of people, you understand, their neck is on the line, and so they want to keep their information as secretive as possible, because they themselves do not want to be exposed. Yeah, so, you know, it was, you know, it was all type of vile shit was going on with this man that come, you know, not even down there in Georgia. The shit was happening in Brooklyn. And so that's why the man had to flee. You understand? But obviously, you know, there's a lot of information that then been taught. You understand what I'm saying? Grooming motherfuckers for a certain lifestyle. You see what I'm saying? And so once you understand that Malachi Z. York had a great influence on most motherfuckers out here today. But let me show you this. You see, let me show you this. Because even when you look at, you know, where's that one at? Where's that one that I had? There you go. Yeah. And so you see that right there, that's Aleister Crowley. I'm gonna show you I'm gonna show you he's in this uniform right here. He's dressed up as a pharaoh. You see what I'm saying? And he's dressed up as a pharaoh. And this is him. You see what I'm saying? In his, his temple. I believe this was the temple, if I'm not mistaken, that was in Italy. You see, and they put his ass. And matter of fact, you can see that same 6-pointed star right there. You can see that same 6-pointed star that that they're using. You understand what I'm saying? Right there. You can see it right there on the goddamn back of the individual. You see what I'm saying? Now I don't know if that's the exact one that Madame Blavatsky used, but you know what I'm saying? Aleister Crowley. And so you see this nigga. Now a lot of people say, yeah, boy, he's a black man, and this is the black man's culture, so he got to know the ancient Egyptian shit that Malachi Z. York is teaching is a cult Egypt. That's not no goddamn no historical Egypt, or no Dr. Ben, or no Walter Williams, or none of that. This is a cult Egypt. So I want y'all to be clear. Yes, he's a black man. Yes, this is his, he would, I guess I can't even call him that no more. You understand? Yeah. But you understand what I'm saying, that it does not, a black man has the right to put on his own clothes, the clothing of his own people's culture. And yeah, but this nigga is practicing occult Egypt. Okay, these niggas is not out here practicing no historical Egypt. This nigga is practicing occult Egypt. If he was practicing, he wouldn't even be talking about Islam or goddamn the Bible and shit. He integrated all of that garbage together. That's all that he did. So showing you that a lot of his, his rituals came from Aleister Crowley that a lot of people is not talking about. Now, and I'm going to tell you something else, because a lot of people just don't know. I remember I was watching this documentary on Aleister Crowley. And, because I want to know who he is, what he is. You understand what I'm saying? I want to command the knowledge. And so the documentary was it was about 2 hours long. And so I was listening to it, right? And they was going, and about halfway into the video, and I'm gonna go back and because I'm touching back on this. See, I'm touching back on this. Halfway through the documentary, a term came up that made me say, what the fuck did they just say? The 9 ether. A lot of people say it's the hair, right? It's the hair, that we got the 9 ether. But that was a term that was used by Aleister Crowley. That was a term that was used by Aleister Crowley. And I'm going to go back and I'm going to retrieve that information. Because I was just sitting there and I was just listening to the documentary. And, you just listening and I'm watching, but I'm listening and I'm doing things. And I heard the narrator say the 9 ether. And I said, what the fuck did he just say? The 9 ether. So so what he do, he takes other people's shit and he flips it. You see what I'm saying? He flips it. And but the original source where he got that term from was Aleister motherfucking Crowley. And I'm telling you this. You see what I'm saying? All these rituals that this nigga is doing. This nigga is a sorcerer. He ain't no goddamn. Y'all niggas keep talking about. When we look at all these motherfuckers out there today, where did they get this shit from? You see? Yeah, they in this new age shit, Wiccan. You understand what I'm saying? These niggas is in the witchcraft. This the same shit the coven and shit is doing out here. You see? And so we got to expose this shit. This ain't got nothing to do with no black power. You understand what I mean? It ain't got nothing to do with no goddamn black power, no nationalism or nothing. You niggas is some perverts. You niggas is some sick perverts out there doing magic, sick magic, and and calling it sex magic or whatever the fuck you doing. This is some perverted shit that you niggas is doing. And you bringing these, you bringing sisters in that ain't got no knowledge or nothing, and they, gullible and shit, and they falling for it. And then when they, take advantage of these sisters, and then it look like the broader community is this is something that we engage in. No, it's not. It's not nothing. This ain't got shit to do with Black power at all. And this shit got to be exposed. If that's what the fuck y'all want to do, y'all take y'all ass over there and form your own community. And see, that's why that's another thing, that has been, stained on the community. The fact that these niggas are showing up, you understand? And when you look at them, not one of these situations has ever produced fruit. You understand what I'm saying? No, not one of them. Not one of them have produced no damn fruit. Every one of these niggas that then came in with the attributes of what I'm telling you, you understand? Either they didn't went crazy, the motherfuckers didn't, they didn't been charged with all type of crazy ass charges and shit, this, that, and the third. You understand what I'm saying? These are just facts. These are just facts. And the fact that this man Aleister Crowley believes he can summon demons and aliens with sex magic. You understand what I'm saying? This is some perverted, sick shit that niggas is involved in out here. You understand? We're talking about the sacred Black family. We're not talking about no perverted, weirdo shit you niggas out here is doing. You understand what I'm saying? We got to be on the straight and fucking narrow in taking care of our business as men, as a nation and shit. And we cannot allow motherfuckers to come in because it don't end well. It just don't end well. And then we get this shit gets attached to the broader community. Now you can sit there and look stupid all you want to. You see what I'm saying? Just check however many niggas out there that that enter it and see if the attributes is not if what the uniqueness is between all these niggas, and tell me where it end up. Okay, see, I just do the statistics. You can say whatever the fuck you want. I just do the statistics. I see what is the common denominators of these niggas, and I see where it ended up, and then that's all I need to know. You understand what I'm saying? You got you got to first and foremost, niggas can't, if you first and foremost, number one, you understand what I'm saying? You got to be committed to a woman. You see, and show successful commitment to a woman. You see, before a motherfucker go out there trying to get 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7. No, nigga, that's pimping, nigga. Okay? That's pimping. That's pimping. Ain't no goddamn, you wives. Nigga, where your paperwork, nigga? Where your motherfucking paperwork? You see, that shit is illegal. And so, like I say, and I say that to say, because like I say, I'm looking at the bottom line to this shit. You see, I'm looking at the bottom line to it. Where does it end up? That's all I want to know. Where does it end up? But inside of that is also the children. Because when you see, they doing this, they got all these women, and then they fucking with the children too. You see what I'm saying? Okay? I'm just saying. Malachi Z. York got all these women fucking with the children. Okay? You got this nigga Nature Boy. He talking about he walking around in front of children and shit. Like, what the fuck is you talking about, nigga? You see what I'm saying? These niggas then went crazy. You got Polite, got all these wives, but he messing with babies. What's wrong with you, nigga? You see what I'm saying? You got Malachi Z. York talking about aliens. You see? You got goddamn Aleister Crowley with all this crazy shit. talking about aliens, got all, you know, you got Anton LaVey. They all, and so that's, I'm looking at the shit. I can see the statistics. I don't need nobody to act like they don't see it. You see what I'm saying? I don't want nobody to act like they don't see it. You see? And so, you know, the reality is y'all motherfuckers got to get the fuck on with that bullshit. You see? Niggas got to get the fuck on with that. You know what I'm saying? You motherfuckers can't even be committed to one woman, one African woman. And you know, right. Be successful in your family and shit, this, that, and the third. You know, you got all these sisters out here walking around, ain't a nigga out there making a commitment. But y'all don't want to put in the, you know, y'all don't want to be, you know, and I understand people say, but we're not running from that. Nigga, you supposed to do right by the woman. You see what I'm saying? You talking about this is my wife. Motherfucker, where the ring? Where the paperwork? We don't need paperwork. That's the bullshit. That's the bullshit right there. You understand what I'm saying? You could discard this woman with no legal ramifications. You could just discard me, bring Mo in and disrespect the sisterhood and disrespect the sisters like that. You see what I'm saying? And so niggas got to bring, you know, they got to be exposed for all that dumb shit. They got to be exposed for all that and coming in here talking about they gods and shit and this, that, and the third. Nigga will fly your ass back up to heaven. Get your ass up out of here, nigga. You see what I'm saying? We don't need no gods down here, perverted gods and shit. You understand? And it messing with the babies and disrespecting the sisters and, you know, doing all type of sick shit. You understand? And then the broader community have to take, you understand what I'm saying? The responsibility for all your dysfunctions and shit. You see what I'm saying? And this is real talk. This is real talk. Now, all I could tell you that this is a cut version. You see what I'm saying? This is a cut version. And what I will let you know is that, you know, when you go on Patreon, you see what I'm saying? I'm gonna open up somewhat. But even then, I got to take it all the way. You understand? So I can show, because it's time. You know, and see, I want to be able to, you know, I don't want no motherfucker, and I'm going to still hit you enough here to let you know that I know, you see, and that you know that what's going on, okay? And so you can't keep letting these niggas pop up. You understand what I'm saying? Get your ass up out of here and give motherfuckers all no more goddamn media play, no more visibility will you niggas get coming over here. Now, if you take it and you build your own platform and sick motherfuckers just like you want to join you on your platform, there's nothing that we could do. There's nothing that we can do. But for the responsibility of the Black Power movement, the African-centered movement, not the conscious community, I speak for those that follow Garvey, follow Khalid Abdul Muhammad, follow Dr. Ben, Dr. Joseph, Dr. John Henry Clark, Amos Wilson, all the great Pan-African, and I'll say that for now, Pan-African leaders, African-centered leaders, and teachers. If that is your movement, then that's who I'm talking to. Now, all you other niggas that's on the outskirts and shit that got all these fringe groups, I don't give a goddamn what you do. You see what I'm saying? You can do whatever the hell you want to do, but for our family, in dignity, you see what I'm saying, and understand what must be done, that we have no time for these old fraudulent ass niggas to be coming over here with all this sick demonic shit. And I'm telling you where it's coming from, and I'm going to show you where it's coming from, that there is no nation building in no sick, perverted ass shit like that. So quit lying and quit. Well, shut the fuck up. Straighten up, get your mind right, quit making excuses for this garbage. You see what I'm saying? This perverted garbage that niggas is doing. That ain't nan one of them have produced any fruit that will show a person that this is the right move to make. It is the wrong move to make. You understand what I'm saying? Until you can show that you can be committed and loyal and do right by one woman, what the fuck is you running around out here with all these sisters you knowing goddamn well you ain't even reached a full development of manhood. You know what I'm saying? And so this is just a scam. You understand what I'm saying? This is conscious pimping. That's all the fuck it is. You see what I'm saying? But these is one of the attributes. When you see motherfuckers And and not only are they perverted on that level, if you pull back the veil, then some of them, you understand what I'm saying, also be messing with the babies at the same goddamn time because they perverted. That show you where their minds is at and where their frequency is at. You see what I'm saying? So I know you niggas out there, y'all like to give all type of perverted, demonic niggas a diplomatic immunity and the shit and why you give it to them and the excuse why you give it to them, why they steady pillage the good name of our community is unacceptable. You see what I'm saying? Let them motherfuckers go over there, get them a goddamn, let them go out in the woods and shit and do whatever the fuck they want to. Just do not come over into the community and people get a ass visibility and promote them. You understand what I'm saying? And then when the shit collapse and burn and shit, then they say, oh, look at these niggas. They Hotep niggas. These niggas ain't even connected to ancient Egypt. Most of these niggas, when you listen to their concept of Egypt, it's occult Egypt. Okay? It's occult Egypt. It ain't got nothing to do with the teachings of the master teachers. It's occult Egypt. And that's where and that's a clear, means how you separate them from the African-centered community, the black community. They're not teaching from our teachers. They are teaching from this crazy shit that Malachi Z. York and Aleister Crowley, who are also sick and, and the rest of them. You understand what I'm saying? Aliens land and built the pyramids, and you understand what I'm saying? And this, that, and the third. And you can see this motherfucker was on all of that before this. And if you look at the attributes of how he practiced it, and you look at the communities of today, it's the same fucking group. It's the same goddamn community. And so you could take it or leave it, nigga. You could take it or leave it. But I tell you what, I'm going to stay in your goddamn chest. I'm going to keep dropping the facts where they need to be dropped so that the people can have a clear understanding of what's going on out here and separate themselves from this garbage and get right back on the blueprint for global African supremacy that been laid down by our master teachers. I want to thank y'all for being here today. I know you might be mad, but your ass better get glad. You see, your ass better get glad. You say is the toothpaste still on? I'm on my way to get some more. And so if you look up there in probably about maybe a week, 2 at the most, and I have it up there. Toothpaste, yes, I'm gonna have some. I was just looking at some nice honey and what was that? I forget, moringa. It was something like of that nature, but yeah, I'm gonna get something up there good. So y'all just keep checking. I'm gonna have something up there in a week or two. All right, family. This is General Cyrus Sunsetti. Check me out on Patreon. Matter of fact, I got one more for tonight where we're gonna be talking about the Aboriginal niggas because I see they bumping their gum. They thinking because I'm over here on polite that I didn't forgot about their ass. I see they want to throw this nigga on the Black Power community. You understand what I'm saying? And I'm gonna get on their ass because most of these niggas like Malachi Z. York and this nigga Nature Boy, they got on the goddamn chief feathers. So yeah, and this nigga talking about you're massy and shit. And so yeah, y'all wanna as soon as y'all think y'all can throw something on a nigga, y'all come and try to slander. But I got something for their ass too. So don't go nowhere. We got one more for the night. General Cyrus Sunsetti saying, hey, arm yourself with knowledge. Bang on that wicked ass beast daily. Liberation through African education and confrontation. Black Power.